So what's the most unforgettable book you've ever read, or the one that gave you the most impact?
I think it would be Harry Potter because it gave me the excitement of trying to find out what's going to happen next. What's going to happen next chapter? What's going to happen when I turn this page? Which is the best feeling to get from a book or from a show. Na ano ba yung mangyayari? I mean that's what we're all trying to get. That emotion, whatever sadness, whatever yung thrill or yung you're compelled to read further.
Interesting. So you love poetry, but then the most impactful book is Harry Potter
Yeah.
because of the cliffhangers. Yeah, I
Yeah.
understand the cliffhangers. You really
Yeah.
want to know what's gonna happen.
Yeah. If you're asking me about purely like for if it was from a technical standpoint, then it would be the Charles Bukowski books. But that's not impactful in a sense for like what got me into the. But for try to find your voice and your tone, yeah, it would be a Charles Bukowski book, any of them. So
All right. So speaking about impact, our current circumstance, Ben, quarantine, social distancing, isolation. How has reading books for you impacted your quarantine? Kasi ako personally, yun nga, as you said, I read 43 books. It's been very an essential part for me in quarantine because it's my source of solace. So for you, how about you? Nabasa mo ba ulit yung connection mo or?
these are books I've had for 20, 10, 15 years now. So
Wow.
Rereading them is good. And then kasi ako, I get the digital age, and it really is a lot better. Na we don't kill trees, but it's
Yeah.
it's a different feeling when you're writing on your own book. It makes you feel most of these books are used because I couldn't afford ang mahal eh. When the hard copy na ano, it was expensive, so I most of the books that I own are used books. Getting it from Amazon, and then yung nakakatuwa doon, a lot of them have their own. A lot of the people that have owned it previously have their own writing on it. It makes you see what they see. Tapos and then my own the books that when it's owned by me now, I write on it. I underline, I highlight because I think annotating your book is important. Because when you go back to reading it, that's what I've been doing this past few months. You see where you're at during that time. That characterization is interesting to me before. Reading definitely takes you somewhere else. It takes you, if anything, keeps your mind focused.
Yun nga, you mentioned din about yun nga, yung digital na you like annotating, you like highlighting. Is that the charm of paperback for you? Kasi ako personally, most of my books are either audio or ebook. I don't really have that much paperback. So is that the charm for paperback books for you?
Maybe it's the generation I was in, but I like the smell. I like the feel of it. Although I don't know how you can sanitize used books now, given the new normal. But yeah. Plus I just being iba kasi yung like I do have ebooks, but then I don't have it in a Kindle.
Bibliosmia means loving the smell of old books. The term was first used in 2014 by Oliver Turle in a HuffPost article. But outside of schoolwork, you still prefer paperback or?
I still prefer paperback. You would still see me. It's getting less and less physical bookstores here, but but I still like visiting a bookstore. I still like being able to touch it, see it. I don't know if I can do it so much now, but yeah, and in the used bookstores as well. If I go on a trip to Japan, if I go on a trip to anywhere, actually, I would go because that's how you. I think there's a few ways to get to know a certain place, diba? Parang it's through food, through visiting the place, through their and then through their language, and then the best medium to learn through the person through their language is in writing. Aside from talking, conversation, it's really through their text. So yun yung ginagawa ko when you're trying to learn about the country. I think I have one. Mostly the one I have is in Japan. See, Japanese short stories. So yun nga, if I'm ever reading a book about actually storytelling, it will be a short story. And I think the Japanese have perfected it because Di ba, pag nasa Japan ka, there's a lot of small things. So they have this art form in Japan that's called the palm of the hand. So basically, when the person was writing it, the story can only fit in the palm of his hand. So imagine putting that discipline on yourself. Na kailangan yung buong story mo nasa kamay mo lang, or the fit has to be. So
Going
again,
back to it.
yeah, again, yung discipline na ganun eh.
Yeah.
It's easy to. It's not easy because I think it's also hard. But there's so much freedom in writing 500 pages of text. There's so much freedom to it. You can keep going, you know.
Yeah.
But then if you, how you to condense that, that's for me. I find there's ang gandang discipline yun eh. How do you say it in less words? Kasi even I'm a victim of it, or even I'm ako lagi kong ginagawa yun. We tend to say too much. So it's nice to be able to pull back and be able to say what you want in such a concise manner.
Interesting. To experience different cultures. Beautiful.
Hi mga Kapuso, Gabby Garcia here.
This is Elijah Alves.
This is Kate Valdez.
GMA Artist Center finally has its own YouTube channel!
Kaya mga Kapuso, I'm inviting you to subscribe to GMA Artist Center's YouTube channel. Just go to youtube.com/GMA Artist Center.
Like every video and share, and hit that notification bell to get the latest Kapuso updates. See you there!